I'm paying cash for their bail.
For both of them?
Yeah.
McKee is 15,000.
Okay. All right, we got it. And Naruka is 10, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Kansas City, you're going to have a diverse mix of people here, but Missouri is very white, and there are lots of rural parts in Missouri. There are lots of towns that we could still consider sundown towns, in which a lot of our black mamas get trapped into those small county jails, and they stay there sometimes for months, sometimes even years, if nobody knows that they're there.
Thank you so much. I can't believe you did this. Thank you. I didn't think I was gonna get out.
Boone County is the trap. You're going from St. Louis to Kansas City, you get stopped, next thing you know, you're in Boone County Jail. It's very hard to get out. A lot of times those bonds are like 5,000, 10,000, 15, on up. And so you become stuck. Even if you do, and when you do get out, it's a struggle to get from the jail itself, out off of the physical property of the jail, because it is a country mile. It is a ways away.
I just kind of look at it in my kid's perspective. You know, mommy, you know, she drops us off, she goes to work, she's supposed to pick us up, she doesn't pick us up today. Instead of mommy picking us up, the police are trying to take us. They relied on me for everything, and then for your full-time caregiver, your mom is just gone. That's traumatic.
2017 to 2019, I was separated from my kids. My kids are my world. When you have a bond like I do with my kids, to be separated from them is really, really, really hard, and it was hard for me.
I was in jail for 174 days exactly. You know, I'm getting antsy, I'm getting frustrated, like, when am I going home? I just never knew. And eventually, I just kind of gave up hope, to be honest. Because here we are going 3-4 months. I done missed my daughter's birthday, my son's birthday, Christmas, just watching my life fall apart. Like, I literally lost everything within 24 hours. My jobs, apartment, car, my kids, everything.
Mass incarceration is pretty much another word for enslavement, right? And we know that the reproductive justice movement was coined as a term in 1994. However, our ancestors have been in movement for reproductive justice and bodily autonomy and liberation since enslavement. When you're incarcerated, you don't have autonomy over your body. Like, where you go, where you move, what you eat, lo and behold, your reproductive process. So when you think about the incarceration system and the chains and the bounds it puts on our body, it's the complete opposite of reproductive justice. Bodily autonomy overall, the choice to have a child or not have a child, and thirdly is to raise that child in a safe environment with dignity.
2 years and 5 days, I've had this block on right here.
GPS is where they sit there and they monitor your every move.
Ankle monitor, it's like $300 a month. Drug test, that's like $50, $55 a month. Seeing your probation officer is $30 a month, every single month. You miss a payment, you go back to jail, that's a violation.
If you've ever been under the threat of losing your children, or had a state to tell you there's a family waiting to adopt your children, even after, you feel like, could this happen again? Am I always gonna be at risk for the state to come in and have this kind of control over my life? Missouri has one of the harshest abortion bans in the country. It was the first state to roll back all protections, even in the case of rape and incest. And on the federal level, Roe, which has been under attack for so long, finally falling, has opened up for more criminalization of black mamas, criminalizing people for seeking abortion care, coming after medical professionals, while those of us in the reproductive justice space were like, we've always not had access to the very thing that you were trying to protect. Before all this and all of this, we took care of each other.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's all this is.
Yes.
That's all this is. It's nothing but love.
Thank
I
you.
don't want nothing for you but for you to do well and
Yes,
to
ma'am.
go help somebody else.
Yes.
That's it.
That's awesome.
Yes, that's it.
I don't think I could have made it this far without Real Justice Network. Like, they've helped me financially with all of my bonds, supervision fees. They've helped me with therapy. They buy me out. They come to my house and meet me in person. That was like the best day of my life, for real. I just was so happy that I actually got to go home. Like, I get to see my kids. We just like hug each other for like an hour long. Like, I did not want to let them go. I'm like, I missed y'all so much.
Whenever we go get a mama out of jail, we're helping to break and respond, honestly, to state violence. And one of them, she was like, Justice, if I don't get out of here, I'm not gonna be able to go to school. Her school starts in 5 days. And so we were able to get her out just the other day, just in time for school. The other big milestone in her life, her son, 18 years old, is about to graduate from high school. If she were not be able to be there, that is a regret that she would have forever.
Autonomy allows us to be creative. Autonomy allows us to have innovation. When I'm freed from the barriers of worrying about how I'm gonna feed my kids or where I'm gonna live, free from the barriers of survival mentality and hustling to get by, I can write, I can create, I can think of new things to contribute to the society, to the world.
In reproductive justice, we understand that our fight is intricately linked together. In this moment, it's really important. If people are saying that they support trans rights, if they're saying they support bodily autonomy, if they're saying they're champions of reproductive justice, then their actions must reflect what they say.